and welcome into this space. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to be in this place, to practice this beautiful practice of meditation. Thank you for being here. Many of you are up very early. Preparing our hearts and souls for whatever's supposed to be today. Allowing ourselves to just be in this space. I'm thankful for you. Very thankful for you. This feels like family, community, loving awareness in this space together. Okay, before we get into where I really feel us going over the next few days, let me welcome everybody who's here so far. Karen, good morning. And by the way, Karen, we are surrounding you with love and light and comfort. I hope it's okay to share with this community, Karen, that Karen's two boys' father passed away yesterday. And so we're surrounding them with love and light. Karen's oldest son is headed to South Africa for the services where it will be held. And so we surround him also with traveling mercies. Karen, welcome this morning. Lisa, good morning. Thank you for being here. John, thank you for being here. Third one here. Yes, you've won a marathon. And the winner is John Gregory. Ryan, thank you for being here. Elle, thank you for being here. Debbie, glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Monique, thank you for being here. Rachel, thank you for being here. Linda, thank you for being here. Donna, thank you for being here. All of you who are joining at a later time or joining by way of YouTube with us, thank you for being in this space. Myra, good morning. Thank you for being here. There are folks still coming in. We'll allow space for that for a few moments. What I want to share with you today, I think is very important, and so I'm going to hang tight and wait for those who are coming in to come on in. Joseph, good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Anyone who is watching or joining us by watch party, if I don't call your name, it's just because it hasn't come up in the platform that we're using to air this live. So, not ignoring you on purpose, just not able to see the interaction unless you're on One Love Spirit Center Facebook page, the actual business page. So that would be why. For this month and for the whole month of April, and I say this month, we're actually not out of March yet, so I'm not going to push us. For this month, we've been celebrating embracing the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is intuitive, receptive, creative, so many of those different aspects, and we've studied and taken a look at that. Celebrating many different cultural holidays and religious holidays. This is Holy Week for Christians. This is Passover week for our Jewish friends. Yesterday was Holy with an I, H-O-L-I, for our Hindu brothers and sisters. Getting ready for Ramadan next month for our Islamic brothers and sisters. I think a lot is celebrated around the springtime because of the fact that spring represents new life, coming out of the winter season, getting into the spring season. Where I felt led to go for the month of April, this is the energy I think that April is going to bring us, is a month of meditation. 30 days toward manifesting the life you want. Now, when I say that, some may think of it in typical terms of you're going to come out of April and you're never going to have a problem ever again. You're going to be overabundantly rich with a bunch of money. You're going to have all of the cars and the houses that you want to build, and that's the life you want. You know, that's a lot of what the law of attraction and a lot of what The Secret ended up being with so many. And of course, I believe that we are all intended to live a life of abundance. But abundance doesn't just mean money, wealth. Abundance speaks to a completion or a fulfillment state. And for some, that may be a big house and a Ferrari. Whatever. If it is, that's fine. Material things are great tools, but they're terrible masters, kind of like the mind. But I really do believe that you have the power within you to create the life you want. What kind of life do you want to be living? So, for today and tomorrow, leading up to April 1st, I want us to really concentrate on deprogramming, down-leveling any thoughts that are limiting. Let's really do the work. And I'm asking you to commit to doing the work more than once a day, not just in this morning meditation, but do your best to find a space 2 or 3 times today and tomorrow to down-level any limited thinking that catch yourself when you're thinking in terms of I can't have or I don't deserve. I want us to empty out unworthiness and empty out limited thinking and allow ourselves to expand, because we're going to begin to do the work of not just clearing space for April, but creating a new pattern which will create a new habit. My mother was a seamstress, and she used to sew for a couple of different bridal shops, and she sewed for us growing up. And I remember walking in one day, and she had a big table in her sewing room. And on this big table was a pattern. She had material out, and she had this pattern down on top of the material, and she started to cut out the pattern. And I asked, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm making a dress." And I said, "Well, how are you making a dress from cutting material?" She said, "Well, look at the front of this package for the pattern." She said, "This is the dress I'm making." It didn't look like what she was doing was the dress, but all she had in that package was the pattern that began to create what she could see, or what you could see, what I could see on the front of the package. The image of the life that you want to create is coming from the pattern that is created in the thoughts and in the mind. The pattern that we create through practice and habit manifests what our life is. So, I'm going to ask us to empty out over the next 2 days any limited thinking or any thoughts of being unworthy, or that's not for me, or because I'm male or female or gay or straight or black or white, Latino, Asian, the list goes on, because of this limitation that I can't have this. I want us to empty all of that out. Let's notice where those things are, point to them, and begin to empty those out. The usefulness of a cup lies in its empty space. And I want us to fill up that cup during the month of April with what we want to drink, what we want to manifest, what we want to create. So today is empty, 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 empty. And through a breathing practice, pushing the spinal fluid into the brain to help the brain start to rewire and refire and reconnect and connect for the first time and close down old neural pathways and create new neural pathways. That's what I'd like for us to do today, if you're okay with that. All right, Rashida, good morning. Karen, good morning. Fred, good morning. If you would, type into the comments and say this aloud. I intend to create the life I want. I intend to create the life I want. I intend to create the life I want. Now, let's get ready to empty out any limited thinking, any thoughts of unworthiness, any degrading thoughts. Let's let those go. Because we need space. Spring cleaning. Let's just call it that. Today and tomorrow, spring cleaning meditation. We need space to create the life we want. Mati, good morning. I intend to create the life I want. And here's what's cool. If you're concerned about messing that up, don't worry about it. And once you start creating and really intending to manifest, you start to learn how to manifest what you really want. And the gap between thinking it, intending it, and it coming gets smaller and smaller through the practice of recognizing your divine birthright. So, if you find yourself creating a life that you don't want, you know how to unload that, down level that, and up level the life you really want. This is magic. That magic dwells within you. And listen, nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. Anytime limited voices, limited thoughts come into the mind, just set those aside. If you want to pick them up after we're done here, you can pick them up. But anytime limited thoughts come into play, remember, you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, and you're not your feelings. Although they feel real, that's not who you are. Here we go. Let's prepare now. Bring your focus and attention to the breathing. The simple practice of breathing. Allow yourself in this moment to simply relax. We enter this space with gratitude and thanksgiving. So I allow these simple words to escape from my mouth as I think about my lungs that breathe for me, my heart that beats for me, this body that does so much work 24 hours a day. As as I slept last night, this body allowed me to rest while it continued to work. And I let these simple words escape from my lips. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today I do the work of letting go of limited thinking, of releasing myself from every habitual way of thinking. Today I reboot, I reset. Today I even let go of good thinking as I make way for greater thinking. I find it easy to let go. Exhaling is actually easier than inhaling. It's nirvana, heaven. During this intentional meditation, with loving compassion, kindness, and loving awareness, I look for any limited thoughts. And my intention is not to judge those thoughts, but to simply set them aside. Any thoughts of unworthiness, I set those aside. Any words I heard growing up that said I would never amount to anything, I set those aside. I place a tender hand on that wound and heal that space now. That false impression that often brings depression. I heal that space now. But I set the unworthiness aside. I am preparing this vessel for the power of manifestation. I declare in this moment that even though I know that the brain in some ways has gathered data of unworthiness, data related to limited thinking, I realize in this moment that I am not that data. I am not those thoughts. I am not those memories. I'll ask you now to imagine seeing yourself in a filing room. filing cabinets all around you. And find yourself picking up those files that possess unworthiness, limited thinking, gathering those things together. Picking those files filled with data, thoughts, memories, limited thinking, and an unworthiness. It can't hurt you because it's not you. Now gather up those thoughts, those files. Imagine yourself walking toward the file cabinet. And as you move toward the file cabinet, you notice out of the corner of your eye that there's a recycling shred box. Wait a minute. Do I really need to store files of unworthiness and limited thinking? Do I really need to take up space? When I could shred those thoughts and recycle that mind matter, that thinking space with something unlimited, and thoughts and feelings of worthiness instead of unworthiness. And so instead of storing those thoughts, you move toward the shredding bin, and gently, kindly, without judgment, you place those files in the shredding bin. You reach up to close the top of the container. With a gentle pat on the top of the container, you grin and you turn away from it. Knowing that you're not destroying anything, you're reallocating that data space. It requires no work. The universe is going to pick up that container and reallocate all of that data space. You are once and for all letting it go. Feel the weight being lifted. Acknowledge the space that has been opened as you have let go of limited thinking and data related to unworthiness. You have let it go. You turn around for a slight glance, and this shredding container is gone. The universe has picked it up and is already reallocating that data space. Realize in this moment what it feels like for unworthiness to no longer take up space. Realize in this moment what it feels like. For limited thinking to no longer take up space. Realize how much closer to these words you are. I am worthy. I am worthy. And I am limitless. I intend to create the life I want. I am worthy. I am limitless. With the same feeling that you have felt before as you've cleaned out a storage space of all of the things that are not necessary. Sit with me now as if you were sitting after a long time of work, emptying a space, cleaning up, with a nice cold glass of tea or a cold glass of lemonade or water. Sit with me now in this nice, expanded, cleaned up space. Allow your shoulders and neck and face and head and torso, pelvis, upper legs, lower legs, and feet. Just allow yourself to relax now in this space, so clean, so refreshing. And now, allow a smile to come up on your face. Look at the work you've done. And whenever a limited thought tries to re-enter the space, Whenever a thought of unworthiness tries to re-enter the space, remind yourself the universe has already shredded and reallocated that thought space. It's been recycled. Remember that you're not your thoughts, and you're not your emotions or your feelings. But allow yourself to remember, just as easy as exhaling, I've let go of those thoughts of unworthiness and limited thinking. And I intend to create the life I want. Receive a deep breath with me. And let it go. And so it is. And so it is. Namaste. Namaskar. Amitabha. Peace and grace, love and mercy, kindness, generosity, compassion, loving awareness. Om. 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 Wow. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Can you feel that? Emptying out. See, there's a way to let go of negative or unworthy thoughts without doing or engaging judgment or anger or malice. Because when you do that, you just fill that space with that stuff. There's a way to let it go. Remember, the usefulness of a vessel lies in its empty space. So, we've made space. And when those thoughts revisit, remind them that there's no space for that. That space has been reallocated for the strength and the energy that we're creating during this month of April to create the life we want. I'm asking you to commit to 30 days. And if it doesn't change your life, stop. It's that simple. But if you can commit the next 30 days to be with me, to be with us, if you can commit to that space, you're about to start manifesting the kind of life that you've only dreamed of up to this point. Because we have spent almost a year together adjusting our minds and our hearts toward compassion and goodness, kindness, respect, honor, loving all of life. And now we're ready. The vessel is ready to receive the abundant life that everyone, every child of the divine, parents, Mother, Father, God, intended us to have. You deserve it. I deserve it. We deserve it. We are worthy. You are worthy. I am worthy. Oh yeah. Much love to you. Thank you for being committed. Thank you for being committed to this. So it is. Get ready now, I'm telling you. The manifestations are not going to wait until May. We're narrowing the gap of intention and manifestation. It's not out here anymore, fasting and praying and hoping. It's intention, manifestation. Intention, manifestation. That's the energy of April. Welcome to Resurrection Life. See you in the morning. Go and make it a great day because you can. Peace.